I changed controllers today. Yesterday we were using my red controller and it would randomly do D-pad inputs. So it would randomly pull up the equipment menu or the quest menu. Not really cool. It was not really cool. You would think I would have changed it sooner, but you know, when you're sieging the dungeon, sometimes you can't take those 2 seconds. Oh my gosh. Death by chipmunk. Oh shit. So epic to see you. Remember when they said Dungeon Siege 3 is the way to be? Remember when they hinted at the Dungeon Siege 3 feature-length film? We should watch the Dungeon Siege movie after this. I wonder how bad it is. I wonder if it's a UA Bowl production. I might have said the director's name wrong, but there's... You probably already know that there's a director of, like... All the worst video game movies are directed by the same person.
The odds are against us.
And there's like a reason for that. I think the country that he's from, like, pays people to direct movies. So he's just not making movies to like try to make good art. He's making movies for the paycheck.
We have orders to stay here. Good luck to you, friend.
Hope you're doing great, Chipmunk. You getting up to anything fun today? Just working hard? I'm thinking of changing my streaming days to Monday through Friday. And hardly work on. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know which proficiency to get right now. I guess stunning enemies. Stunning. Damage reflection seems okay, but the stun. The stun. Let's see. Agility, Now we have to do Angeli. I'm just gonna throw it into something I already have going on. Yeah, back to the action. One of my roommates seems to have moved out yesterday, which it's really kind of good riddance because they were trying to pick fights with people like every day. It was not a great experience. I'm kind of glad that they're gone. Hopefully they don't try to move back in. Nobody needs that drama. Save the drama for your mama.
The Azanites will never reach the core.
Give it to her as a Mother's Day present. I guess I'm supposed to get on this platform. When I went to check how long this game is, I use a site called howlongtobeat.com. Love that site. I've used it for years. And it's really fancy now. I think they got bought by IGN or something. So when you go to see how long a game is now, it'll freaking tell you how much it is on Steam right now if it's on sale, which that blew my mind. This game is $2.99 on Steam right now. I'd say that's not bad at all. I'd say there's one thing I wish I could just like move the camera down one more level, like angle it down. Like I can go this high and this low. I want to go a little bit lower. I want to see a little bit more enemies. I should use my decoy first. Hopefully we won't have any random inputs that like open up the menu and change my attack stance like we were having yesterday. That was so messed up. Imagine having like a hand cam set up and then your controller's just throwing out inputs that you're not even pushing. Like, the hand cam is a lie. It's not a lie. It's my controller. I hate to say, but most of my PS3 controllers, like, something goes wrong with them. Every single one. I have one, I think that's still good. I'm using it today. The cute little pink one. They look fine, though. They look fine. Alright, Azu Knight Lieutenant. Try to take out these ads first. Little goblin. Your favorite Dungeon Siege 3 streamer? No way. What about
You are finished.
that other person who streams this game? I don't know. I got nothing. Thank you so much for your kind words. Dungeon Siege 1 lets you play as a skeleton in multiplayer mode. That was really cool to me at the time. You can be a fucking skeleton? I was waiting for it to explode, but I guess it's only gonna explode when I'm far enough away. Oh damn, we fucking destroyed the whole place. Whoa, whoa, what the hell?
Dodge their fire if you can.
It took off so much life. Angeli's cauterize. We just kind of like sailed right past it, and then it was like floating in midair. It looked a little janky. My health is freaking me out. We're punching. What's happening? You show me a dungeon and I'll siege it. Oh shit! Holy fuck! No! Decoy out. Yeah, I haven't noticed any random inputs. Loving this controller right now. Isn't it nice when you have a controller that works? Oh my gosh. Dungeon Siege 2, I didn't play very much of. I started it, and it didn't grab me at the time. That doesn't mean that it's bad. It just didn't grab me right away. And the PSP one is on RA. I need to check that out. I've never played the PSP game. Dungeon Siege with retro achievements? I don't know how you can go wrong. I believe Choco Latiel mastered it. What a legend. No mana.
Die and be judged.
I'm just following the bouncing orbs. They know everything. They know exactly what to do, what to say when I'm feeling bad. The deep well. When it's loading, it'll like force you to walk instead of run. It's a little bit weird.
It is coming from somewhere below us.
It's a little bit unusual. They're like, you gotta slow your roll. We're trying to load here. Swirling massive rock. Sounds like a Pokemon. Oh, we're going back to the Queen? What's up, Queen?
I'm told that the tunnels are sealed and Jane's forces are repulsed. That was fine work. Now she's trying to drill her way inside at the base of the deep well. You heard the noise in the tunnels, no doubt.
She has a drill?
What kind of drill are we talking about?
Goblin technology. Easy enough.
She's got a goblin drill?
Stonebridge, and everyone does. We acquire our cannons the same way.
Hold on, Stonebridge is playing both sides?
It will require all our remaining stores of black powder.
We'll need to shut down the stone stream, allow the combustible vapors to accumulate at the bottom of the well.
Go on.
So if the vapors collect at the bottom of the deep well, we can set off an explosion.
And consume Jane's army and fire. If any survive, they'll surely be crushed by falling rock, and that tunnel will be buried as well. I've taken some of the cannons that you saved from the swamp and set them at the bottom of the well. If Jane's forces break through the tunnel too soon, they'll provide a tactical advantage.
What do you think of our plan? Lord Devonsey is sure it will work, but I should like to hear the Legion's opinion too.
Oh. This is interesting. We can say it's a risk, or it'll save lives, or it's not very honorable. Or not give an opinion and say, let's just go. I think it sounds good.
This is our best chance to inflict terrible losses on Jane and still keep most of your people alive.
You must think of your own people first, Your
Angeli
Majesty.
liked that.
Jane's army will show them no mercy.
Most of Jane's soldiers are deluded and young. What a horrible way to die, for men and women who are little older than me. I'm sorry. You must think me silly and soft. If you and Lord Devonsey are agreed, then I shall trust your judgment.
Phineas will climb to the top of the well and shut off the stone stream. Will you go with him and keep him safe?
Yep.
Phineas will be safe with me, as long as he stays close.
Right. I've got to fetch a few books and scrolls. I'll meet you at the top of the well.
Top of the well to ya. Okay. Well. How about We check out our equipment and sell the stuff we're not using. Holy shit. Looks like I've picked up a pretty good weapon. My will goes way up. I don't know what Chaos Lightning does, so I can't say I'll miss it. Dang, that's stamina gain on those tough robes. That's pretty big. Pretty massive. But I maybe won't sell those. Maybe just hold on to those. Not seeing any like big upgrades that I'm sitting on. Just some minor stuff. Almost out of the menu. Almost into another menu. What are we selling? Selling all that. Selling that. Selling that. Selling. Good, good. Oh, thank you, Phineas. Where is he? He said... Oh.
Let's hope.
If...
I should be able to form a path to the center.
Okay.
Stones to me. To think of the dwarves who built this device and all that they knew.
Failed objective. Cool.
There it is. I've never been this close. Sad that we must put it to rest. This will take a few moments. All of my focus. Sentinels! They won't stop until I haunt the stone stream. Keep them back!
More sentinels, just like the ones in the chapter house. Victory!
It's like trying to hold back a river. I'm trying.
Come on, Phineas. I believe in you.
They draw their lots from the stone stream. All we can do is hold them back.
Shit. They're spinning on me. Because I'm spinning. They're out here, like, playing Beyblades. I'm out here playing Dungeon Siege.
We must buy Gideon's time. Press the attack.
They are riding spinners. Whoa!
It's done.
You killed them all,
I need
Phineas.
to rest a while. Go on, quickly. I'll be safe here.
Teach me geomancy. Geofancy. Do geomancers have to host their websites on GeoCities? Asking for a friend.
Phineas did it, didn't he? The fans have stopped, which means that the well is going to be a dangerous place very soon. Unfortunately, it won't be
The
soon
fans
enough.
stopped.
Jane's army broke through and her men are storming into the bedrock. Lord Devonsey and his soldiers are holding them off. Help them buy us some time to get our explosives ready. Then we'll send those bastards to Azanai.
We're like inside a computer and we stopped the fans. It's gonna explode, y'all. Following the orb is the fastest way. This game is spoiling me. Whoa. Freaking yeah, get lightning zapped. By Metal Mario.
The royalists are fighting below.
Level up again? Can't be stopped. Can't be tamed. Too wild, can't be tamed. No way, we're getting Chivos? We're getting Chivos, level 20 Reinhardt. I'm pretty sure that's what that Chivo was.
I'm glad you're safe. Look, down there. We held the high ground, but they're pushing us back. My soldiers need your help. You can take the floating platform to the bottom. Thanks to you, we still have our cannons from the swamp. We'll use them to cover you until Roderick signals us all to retreat. Do whatever you
Thanks
can
to
delay
me?
Jane's army. We need more time for the vapors to build up at the bottom of the well.
We've got the vapors, y'all. We got that Vicks vapor rub.
The air down here is already foul, but not enough to burn. Not yet.
We got some foul air. Holy shit.
Hold your peace. My Lady Jane Cassinder calls parley.
No way,
Lower
that's
your
her.
weapons. We don't need to talk
Lower my weapons. The cannons are still firing
Tell
behind
me,
you.
why is your face so familiar? Are you the child of some lord that I've slain?
I can say we're with the Legion. I never knew my parents, or I'm not saying. Well, I never knew my
You
parents.
destroyed my family before I ever had a chance to know them. I'm not even sure of their names.
And the girl? The one who stands with you? Why does an Archon fight against her own kind?
Be silent, traitor. You and your handmaids are no blood of mine.
My lady, I know them. These are the Legionnaires who spared my life in Raven's Rill.
Oh, we
Mercy
spared
from the
her.
Legion. I find that hard to believe. Unless it was some kind of ploy. Violence has always been the Legion's way. Ever since Hugh Montbaron murdered the old king. Did you plan the same for little Queen Mouse?
I can say Rosalind's a friend. Why do you hate us? Or you invented that story.
Still telling the same lies even after 30 years. You've certainly profited by them, so I shouldn't be surprised.
You think me a monster? An irrational woman mad for power? I had good reason to act as I did. The old king. The man your legion sought to murder and displace. He was my father.
And your mother? Who was she?
An Archon. One of the last of her kind. Granted shelter and solace by my father, the king.
I can say your mother was an Archon. You're lying. You and Rosalind are kin, or I believe you. I don't freaking know what to say.
If your father was the old king, then you and Rosalind are family.
By blood, Rosalind is my niece. But I will never call her kin.
Never.
Her family stood by, content to watch, while I destroyed the Legion and avenged our father. Only then did they turn against me. They raised an army to put me in chains. A mistake, they'd tell you. If they were not all dead.
If the royal family turned against you, they must have had good reason.
Good reason? Only if you count jealousy and fear. People had begun to whisper that the king had been my father. They were rumors, nothing more. But they worried the rightful heirs. I had no designs upon the throne. Not then. But neither would I go quietly to the noose. They created the very monster they feared.
Rosalind said nothing of this to me. Does she know that she's your niece?
Perhaps she doesn't know, if her family kept it from her. What better way to let a shameful secret die?
Rosalind had no part in any of this, so why fight her?
Because Rosalind is weak. She could never rebuild this nation alone. She'll be forced to rely upon others, like your Legion. And you will have power over her. But that is what you want.
I need help, Steve.
I have no need to make such bargains. I am strong enough to rebuild my father's kingdom on my own. And greater powers, not of this world, have shown their favor of me. I will not fail.
Had to find Steve's phone. The phone?
We've spoken enough about your father.
Now you know why I lay claim to this kingdom. I am well within my rights.
So your mother was an
Your
Archon?
mother was an Archon? A creature out of myth?
Oh, that's so weird that Reinhardt would say that. A creature out of myth? We're traveling with an Archon.
Look no farther
Why
than
would
the
you
woman who
possibly
is at your
say
side,
that?
if you don't trust my words. She is one
So
of my mother's
weird.
kind, whether she knows it or not.
Yeah, she said, look no farther than the woman who fights at your side. Okay, this is where I can say I believe you or you're lying, but like, we're at war whether I believe her or not. So I believe you.
What if I take you at your word? Can we negotiate a truce?
They need not be killed, my lady. We could offer exile, or...
Not to the Legion. No. I have heard the voices of my mother's lost gods. On this day, they will grant me victory over you and the Pretender Queen.
Damn.
This parley is finished. Remain here, and you will be slain. Try to run, and I will hunt you down. We shall not speak again.
Ooh.
Something is coming.
Something's coming. It's a level up. Probably Mirror Leap. Does Temporal Wake like increase from 1 to 3 seconds? Is that what they're saying? Whatever, just give it to me. Hey, we got the 3 last talents available now. Focus cost of all abilities reduced by 4% per rank. Holy shit. Charge status effect. What does that mean? Charged status effect? Okay, yeah. It also will stun. That's pretty good. Drained enemies. I guess if I use the other, yeah, that's the other stance that I don't really use. Let's get that focus cost down. Holy moly, that's great. What about Angeli? Crits can knock down opponents. Like AoE knock them down. Bonus damage if you block. Each time hit, the attacker might suffer burning damage over time. Interesting. Let's check out that brutality. Brutality. Oh shit. We gotta fight a war beast, oh no. Man, I got messed up. Holy shit. Damn, I got trampled, y'all. I need Angeli to save me. Yay.
Scholarship waits for no man's nap time.
Damn, I got fricked up. Get me in that cauterize. Oh, this is a good spot. This War Beast fight is kind of interesting. It's definitely not free. Games are better when they're not free. Oh dang, that one like sacrificed to like protect the war beast. Let's go, punch you to death.
The war beast lay
Yes.
dead, its fall testament to the might of the 10th
We're
Legion.
mighty.
But it seemed a Pyrrhic victory as the Azunite army pushed into the deep well. Hundreds of soldiers poured from the tunnels, easily outnumbering the Royalist forces. You and your allies fled before them, but this was not the defeat it might have seemed. Without the stone stream to refresh it, the air in the deep well was a seething cauldron of explosive gas, awaiting the merest spark. That spark, the Royalists were all too happy to provide. The explosion collapsed the well, entombing the Azunites beneath the mountain, and shattering Jane Cassinder's hopes of destroying the Queen. Would that Cassinder herself had been buried there, along with her men. But such an end was not her fate.
Jane's army is fleeing down the mountain. The woman lives, but we're safe from her. For now.
The victory is yours. We owe the Legion our lives.
I'm told that Jane spoke to you. She mentioned the old king, no doubt. And the Legion's role in his murder.
Tell me the truth.
I need to know what really happened. All the facts, no matter how shameful.
Jane Cassinder spoke the truth, as far as she understands it. The commanders of the Legion did conspire to unseat the old king. The goal was never to murder the old king, only to replace him with his eldest son. But the king resisted, and the matter went awry.
You must understand. My grandfather was a monster. Even his own children despised him.
You say the king was a monster. What had he done?
I do not pretend to understand the man, but by all accounts, he was prone to paranoia, irrational rages. He grew jealous of the Legion. Before long, he started seizing our chapter houses and estates, threatening to disband the Legion altogether. So Mont Baron struck first.
We have a friend, an old Legion scout called Odo. Would he have known about the plot?
No. Mont Baron told the rank and file nothing, so that they wouldn't share in his guilt. Little good it did them. They all died, innocent or not.
Jane told me something else. She said that she was the king's illegitimate daughter.
Ah, the old rumors. I can't say for sure, but I am inclined to believe them.
Jane Cassinder shares my blood? What else have you not told me, Lord Devonsey? The woman lost her father. Her family betrayed her. That doesn't excuse what she's done, but at least now I understand. I would ask one more favor of the Legion. Should you meet her again, will you spare Jane Cassinder?
Your Majesty, she's been hunting you and your family for years. Why would you ask me to spare her life?
This mountain once bustled with dwarves, and now they are gone. Dead so that I might keep my crown. My parents, my maids and courtiers, all of Lord Devonsey's men. Too many have died for my sake.
Your Majesty, think of the political ramifications.
If Jane Cassinder dies, do you think the cities of the East will bow their heads? No. They will curse us for murdering their living saint, and the war will drag on.
Whereas if we come to an agreement and Jane is kept alive, the war ends peacefully.
You assume that the woman will surrender at all. I wouldn't make such a wager.
If she's willing to surrender, I'll let Jane live.
Lord Devonsey will surely chastise me for my gentle nature, but I am sure this is the right course. Whatever happens, the Legion has my trust and support.
I shall send riders to all the towns and villages that support the Queen with news of our alliance. You have the word of the Royal Court. All Western Ebb will stand united behind the Legion.
Whoa, his treasures just appeared. Yeah, treasure. Cool. So, gonna try to take Jane alive, apparently.
We've come a long way from that filthy swamp, haven't we? You've given us a victory that will be remembered for years to come. Escorting you to the causeway is the least that we can do. Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Yes, let's head to the causeway.
Yes. Okay. I thought I pushed up there for the little orbs, but then it seems like the equipment menu opened. So that's not great. Maybe I did brush the right on the D-pad. Maybe it was my mistake. Got my eye on you, controller. Grape Jelly Road. Grape Jelly Junction. I feel like I might want to save. Yeah, we killed that boss. Imagine, like, getting wrecked by the next encounter and having to do so much over again when we could just save and not worry about it. This game needs an autosave feature.
We've had rumors of another battle. Is it true? Jane Cassinda's army retreating in disarray?
She is beaten. The only misfortune is that Jane herself survived.
And Rosalind, what did you think of her? Worthy to wear the crown or no?
I don't know. She's fine.
She has a kind and temperate nature, but I saw some iron underneath. I think she'll make a good queen.
Kind and temperate is a far cry from her grandfather.
Far cry.
Perhaps this exile has been a blessing for her family after all. What about our proposal? Does she favor the Legion?
Rosalind agreed to an alliance. She and Devonsey gave their word.
Well done. But that's not all, is it? The news can't all be good.
How do you know? Let's see.
Jane Cassinda is the daughter of the old king. She told me herself. You never knew?
I always thought that was just a rumor. This changes things.
Does it?
If Jane Cassinda is the old king's daughter, then she has a claim to the throne. Probably thinks it's her right.
Better to strike now while she's off balance. Still reeling from her loss at Glitterdelve.
What if we negotiate?
Or maybe Jane will listen to reason now that she's tasted defeat.
You bloodied her nose and you stung her pride, that's true. But the army you destroyed was only a small part of her strength. If we try to talk, we'll only give her time to rebuild. We need an ally who can distract her forces while we go after Jane herself.
We've already sealed an alliance with the Meisters. Perhaps they'll lend us their automaton army.
You trust the automatons?
I'll speak to the council. I think the Meisters will agree.
Hard to predict what the council will do, but you're probably right. We'll wait for your word.
Okay. Now, why did that open? Oh my gosh. I think when I'm hitting up, sometimes other inputs are registering on the D-pad, and up is how we get those orbs. So I could just stop hitting up.
Please comply with all local laws and customs.
Free the Krug! Free the Krug!
Free the Krug!
Free the Krug.
Ah, the envoy from the 10th Legion. Always a pleasure to receive our good friend.
We plan to attack Jane Cassinder, but we can't defeat her alone. The Legion needs her automaton army.
And leave our city undefended? That, seems rather rash.
Undefended from what?
Irrelevant. We made a contract with the Legion, Meister Grimmelhaus. The Council is not above the law.
Grimmelhaus.
I suppose...
Capital! I can have the automatons ready in short order. Shall I make ready to leave? I should warn you, we may not return to Stonebridge again before this war is over.
Oh wow, it's all happening so fast.
How many automatons are left? I destroyed a lot of them.
The Gent only managed to take control of about half of our automatons, and not all of those were destroyed, so the army is intact. Jane's forces may outnumber us, but her soldiers have never faced automatons before. I dare say that will work in our favor.
I don't see any reason to wait. We'll leave for the Spire as soon as you're able.
The Spire stands atop Mount Jereb. That's a week's march from here, on foot. Our automatons will assault the town of Aegis Bay at the foot of the mountain.
Aegis.
They'll engage Jane's forces and provide a distraction, you see. That will give you a chance to climb the trails to the top of the mountain and assault the Spire itself. It will be an honor to fight alongside the Legion, and may fortune smile upon our endeavor.
At long last, the tide turned. No longer was the 10th Legion fighting a defensive war. With the automaton army of Stonebridge behind us, we took the battle to our enemy. Under the command of Martin Guiscard and
I almost pressed skip.
Our army poured forth from Stonebridge
on accident.
in a flood of iron and flame. The journey was a long one and difficult. Had you marched with soldiers of flesh and blood, I do not doubt that many would have died, but the automatons were tireless. At last you reached your goal, the Spire. Crowning the sacred mountain of Jereb, it was the heart of Jane Cassinder's strength. No army had ever conquered it. Azunite zealots and Stonebridge automatons clashed at the mountain's foot. Blind faith and cold reason struggled for dominance as the ground churned with oil and blood. Above the clamor of the battle, you ascended a forgotten path up the mountain, seeking the Spire itself.
Sure, that makes sense. You gotta seek the Spire. You gotta slay the Spire.
Wait, no weapons. We've come to talk, not to fight.
Quickly, Rashani. We shouldn't be here.
Jane doesn't know you're here, does she?
We only speak for ourselves, not for Our Lady.
Jane is first among our sisters, like her mother before her. We don't want to betray her, but...
Jane has lost her way. She talks of visions and dreams. A great tree, carrion birds. She claims to hear the voices of our lost
Carrion
gods in her
birds?
mind. And that proves she is mad.
She's mad.
Maybe she is hearing the voices of your gods.
Our gods are dead, tumbled from the heavens and gone. We sought them long, across 1,000 divine realms, and never found a trace.
Not true, sister. Jane's mother claimed to have discovered a remnant, a forgotten seed of the first creation, the handiwork of our gods. But none of us ever saw.
What in the
So
universe?
what do you propose?
You spared my life in Raven's Rill, and when you spoke to Jane in Glitterdelve, you weren't the monster that she said you'd be. I don't want to see my sisters
These are
destroyed
actual
in
choices
Jane's
that we
pointless
made, so
war.
that's pretty cool.
Too few of us are left. We ask for your mercy, for our sisters and for Jane herself. In return, we'll grant you whatever aid we can.
Yeah, no
I
killing.
promised the Queen that I'd spare Jane's life. I'll try to spare your sisters, too.
So Jane was wrong about you after all. When Rajani told me, I didn't believe.
Beyond this gate is the Bailey Garden filled with soldiers. They're fanatics, loyal only to Jane. They think her a saint, and you'll never sway them. At the far side of the garden is a door, protected by a magical seal. Two of our sisters fashioned that seal from their own living fire. Now their lives are tied to the seal. To pass the door, you would need their consent, and that they'll never give. So you'll have to find them and kill them.
Okay. No more
Enough
questions.
about the Spire. I should be able to find my way.
As you wish. Can we tell you anything more?
Are there any hidden places, secrets that Jane wouldn't want me to find?
The dungeon. Underneath
The
the Bailey
dungeon,
Garden
we're
that
gonna
lies just
siege
ahead.
it?
Jane keeps her most valuable prisoners there. Look for the stone centerpiece in the middle of the garden. The door to the dungeon is hidden in its base. But you can only open the door by stepping on a golden pressure plate, hidden in the corner of the garden.
You should leave this place. And stay away from our soldiers. They'll take you for enemies.
No, wait. The girl who travels with you, why doesn't she know who she is?
We may share the same eyes. And yes, I can call fire like you. But I've never seen you before. I'm not one of your sisters.
But you're wrong. We know you. Don't you remember the place where you died?
You saw Anjali die? Where did this happen?
When we first came to this world, she tried to follow Jane's mother into a primordial forest, where a fragment of the first creation was said to lie. The forest consumed her, tore her to pieces before our eyes. We thought it was a sign, choosing Jane's mother over the rest of us. But now our sister has returned to trumpet Jane's fall.
We don't know that yet. We'll wait for now. The meaning will make itself clear.
Okay. Cool area. Got some Path of Exile vibes. Got some Dungeon Siege 3 vibes. Shit. Dang it. Keep hitting square to interact with objects, and that's not the button. That's just not the button. It's R1. New quest Dungeon Siege. No way. They said the name of the game. Hard to believe. Hard to conceive. Hard to even fathom.
The odds are against us.
Shit. Oh, how did my stance change? I think all my PS3 controllers are fudged. What the fuck? Maybe there are enemy attacks that force your stance to change to like confuse and disorient you. But I think it's just my controllers. Damn, Anjali. Murdered that man. Tempted to save. If I'm tempted. Oh. They think I'm in combat. They think I'm in combat and can't save right now. Just kidding, not anymore. They realize the error of their ways. And my mini-map is getting turned off randomly. What the hell? I'm not like raging. Just raging. Yes, we're leveling up. We are leveling. Yeah. We love proficiencies. We love talent trees. make us happy and smiling. What does this do? Holy moly. Whoa. Hello.
All this fire and blood and the screams of dying men. The stench of burst guts, sweltering heat of battle lust. Taste of copper and fear.
That's cool.
Armies wheel and clash. Steel turns to flame in the morning sun. Forever and unchanging. War without end. War without end. What is this? The foeman seeks to steal a march. To arms! To arms!
Steal a march. Okay, whatever you say, Arcanivore. Never stop being you. I think we're doing good.
Haste and rend their lungs asunder.
My fucking stance changed. Oh yeah. Kicked their ass. Ooh, epic item. Orbis Bellum? Oh, wowee. Wow, it's so good. It's so good. What else did we get? What else did we get? Some okay stuff. Some okay stuff. That's a lot of agility. That's a lot of agility. Had to do it. Oh my. Yeah. Love to get a fucking epic upgrade. Or, you know, rare, whatever. Whatever level of rarity it is. Her hair was like going straight up, like we were going down that elevator super duper fast. But it didn't feel that fast. And this controller's messed up too, unfortunately. I just pushed up to get my orbs, and then the quest menu opens. So we could just go through all my controllers right now and just try to find like which is the best one. I still have the box down. Well, I feel like I found the worst one. This one's spazzing out all over the place. Holy moly, I think this one might be unusable. That was just going so ham. Controller going ham with the inputs. Okay. Cancel the save, yes. This one might be good. This one might be good. I think I might have got this controller later. This might be my newest one. It might still have like months of use. Oh, no. No! It's just spazzing out. It's just spazzing out. Switching my stances. Oh, it's just doing inputs. And like, maybe it wouldn't spaz out if I wasn't charging it. Fuck, this is fucked. Alright, I guess here we go. I tried to find a better controller. This seems like the best one I got. This one might not be perfect, but it's, I think, a lot better than some of those other ones. Some of those were not even usable. Really disappointing. It's so weird when you're like in the midst of the console wars. In this case, 360 versus PS3. You don't know, like, that the DualShock 3s are gonna break down in 10 years and be unusable. That's not, like, obvious when you're living in the moment. That's a real deciding factor. Like, I spent a lot of money on these controllers and they're all garbage. That's really upsetting. Yo, dragon. Yeah. We're sieging these dungeons. So epic to see you. You won't even believe this. Let me see. We have a quest called Dungeon Siege. How epic. Imagine getting a quest in Final Fantasy called Final Fantasy. You would flip out. You would lose your mind. Or not. I don't know. It's a perfect fit. Just like that outfit you have on, I'm assuming. You are. Oh shit. Is it? You know what? If it's your birthday suit, I don't want to know. It's what your cats wear all day. It's nothing. Oh no. You have an escort quest? Oh no. Oh no. People hate escort quests. So epic to see everyone today. Cloud did an escort once. Different kind of escort. The sexy kind. Look at us, just zapping our way to victory. I was just testing all my PS3 controllers and they're all fucked up, but this one is the least fucked up. And I was ranting about how annoying it is to own so many PS3 controllers and they're all fucked up. But we'll get through this. We'll get through this. It's randomly opening. If we see like a random equipment menu, that's what's going on. Holy shit, I just almost died. That was terrifying. The big Graham Tams news of the day is that one of the roommates moved out really suddenly, but don't worry, it was the one who was picking fights with people every day. Hopefully they don't try to come back. But anything's possible. Yo, McCoffee. So epic to see you. Yeah, I think it's pretty good news. But other people wanted them to stay, so... And other people were friends with them and like really tried to get them to stay. And they just didn't appreciate any of that. They didn't appreciate anything that anyone was doing for them. It was intense. Really not my favorite person to live with. I hope they don't come back. Vote them off. They gotta go. My cat's crying at the door. I gotta let her in. Alright, she'll probably want to go back out in a minute. Yeah, I could go on and on about the details of like all of the stuff this person did over the last couple of years of living with them that made them a terrible roommate, but let's just celebrate. Celebrate. If we took a holiday. I know that song from DDR. Every song I know, I learned from DDR. I hope you're having a great day in coffee. I might change my streaming days to Monday through Friday. Yeah, come on, let's celebrate. If we played some Dungeon Siege. Make us say, geez Louise.
Injustice. Injustice gives way to trespass. Trespass demands redress. Redress comes only
These Archons, they only want one thing, and it's freaking disgusting.
Wounds the noble, let him suffer the lash. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth.
That rules, McCoffee.
If a man should trespass,
Those banks always trying to put holds on checks and balances. I hate them. You have jackals. Damn, I got a big crit. That's the biggest number I've seen. I got 2 big crits in a row. We're such winners. We're such unbelievable winners. And Avengers robes dropped. Avengers robes dropped. You'd have to wait 6 business days? Even though you did the mobile deposit? And you got the Abram Eden Hrothgar graph emote? Just letting my cat out. When I hit up on my D-pad, it likes to push other buttons on my D-pad. That's why the quest menu pops up. And I tried all my other controllers. This is the best one I've got. Graph is crankers. And so was I. Cranky bubbling. We can't have that. Can't have a bunch of cranky Kongs. We need some funkies, and some ditties, and some dixies, and some donkeys. You know, a variety of Kongs. Oh wow, that's so true, Chipmunk. When it pushes other buttons, it's really just pushing my buttons. I never thought of it like that. Dang. Let's get a decoy going. Yeah, a little decoy running around, being mischievous. It sounds exactly like the big lizard steed that Obi-Wan rode around in the 3rd prequel movie. Damn, I know, right? That's what I was just thinking when it goes. Good call. Call them out. They stole that sound. Square Enix. More like lay off half your staff, Enix. Am I right? Sorry, too soon? I don't know exactly what's going on, but I see headlines on Twitterverse. Empowered ability, barrier field. Holy shit. What does that even look like? Super barrier. So beefy. They need a zap and then another zap and then some punching and more zaps. And I'm addicted to the little orbs. I need them to show me the way. Healthy, tanky boys. Those thick ones. We love the thick ones.
Victory!
Victory, I'm out here still zapping. Wow. Knock me on my butt. Pardon my language. Wow. Knocked me into the grass. You hit me so hard it changed my stance. What epic music. There's a save point ahead.
The closer we come to the chancel, the more I feel drawn toward it, or to something in the tower above.
You know what, Anjali? You know what? You're right, I should check my equipment and look for upgrades after that fight because I'm sitting on Avenger robes. Oh, is that not what she said? That's all I heard. Let's see what we got. Alright.
Only Jane is
We should
worshipped here.
save. Only Jane is worshipped here, not Azunai. They call her a saint, but they treat her like a god.
Not Azunai. They call her a saint, but they treat her like a god.
And here is the Legion. Their hands washed
My cat
in
wants to
innocent
come
blood.
back in.
30 years, and nothing has changed.
You escaped us in the mines. This time, you have nowhere to run.
This tower has many floors. She will find a way to run. Never fear.
How arrogant you are, to threaten me in this holy place. I say to you, lay down your arms. The days of your legion are past and gone. When I faced the traitor Mott Baron, the gods of my mother struck him down. And they shall guide my hand against you now! The gods of my mother stand with me. my mother, stand with me. Don't delude yourself into thinking this is over. I still have the favor of my mother's gods.
Look, Jane Cassander has turned and run.
The fires in this place give us strength, Legionnaire. My handmaids and I will burn you to dust. Feel my wrath! You cannot stand before my righteousness!
Sorry, my cat is being very intrusive right now. She's basically hijacking.
Now you will know pain! The gods of my
Shit!
been a thorn in my side long enough. Now at last it ends.
Damn, we died.
Allies. How much longer can you hold?
Damn, we died. I think I saved just before that. But this is why they need an autosave, so that we could just like retry immediately, not have to run back.
The fire.
Damn, they reflect back my lightning? I'm not ready for that. I only had to deal with that. Oh my god, I killed myself with lightning?
Now at last.
I'm not dead then?
That's not good.
Running out of allies. How much longer can you stand against me? You cannot stand before my righteousness! Back to the camp.
We are not alone here.
Nice, I got one. Got two.
Fight me, damn you! Stay away from my handmaids!
Yeah, right.
Again, she turns and runs. She will not
Barrel
escape
mag
judgment.
dynamo. Okay.
Victory!
Loading.
You have defeated my Archons, crushed my soldiers, defiled this most holy of places. No more. The gods of my mother stand with me, while you have nothing but the ghosts of your broken legion. If any of you pretend to piety, pray to your gods now.
Oh, okay. Yikes. We're doing it, we're fighting Jane. They've been hyping her up as the ultimate baddie all game. We tried to reason with her, that didn't last long. Oh, wow. I don't know how that was fair. Yikes.
How much longer can you hope to stand?
Big yikes. She murdered us. She murdered us. Murder. Murdered. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. What do you even do against that?
You have.
What the fuck? She's whooping my ass.
Has been a thorn in my side
Oh
long
my
enough.
god.
Now at last.
Well then, that's a great improvement.
I can't cast spells. There's no time. Oh my god. Anjali.
I'm wounded badly.
Okay, what's the plan? We have to melee for magic. Don't go for combos. Hit and run. Oh my god. Zap, zap. She's scary. Oh my god. Dang. Kicking my ass. I feel like maybe clockwork traps. I don't know though. Anjali's got it. Wow. I went for it, I went for the kill shot, and I got fucking annihilated. You did it?
I will not bow my head to you. Neither will I grovel or beg.
Give yourself up, and we'll treat you with respect.
You mistake me. I do not concede defeat to the Legion. So you need not offer terms. My gods have not abandoned me. Not yet. They dance like shadows at the corner of my eye. And they whisper in my ear.
Whisper.
I will go before the gods of my mother. Appeal to them for aid. And call her fallen sisters back from death. And when I return, we shall drive you from this kingdom that is mine by right.
Oh.
Where is Jane? Is she...
Vanished. She went to find her mother's gods, to appeal to them for help.
But they are long dead. Unless she means... The forest. The place you call the Mournweald. It grew from a seed of the first creation. Perhaps it contains an echo of our gods.
We've got to follow Jane. How can we get to the Mournweald from here?
Jane built this place on the ruin of a Legion stronghold. I've seen one of your causeways in the dungeon below. The gate was hidden behind a locked door, but Jane entrusted her handmaids with a key. I have it here.
Can we take the elevator down to the dungeon?
Dungeon.
Yes. No need to stop in the chancel. It will take you all the way to the dungeon below.
I'm with you. Let's go and see if this causeway is still intact.
Let's go. Let's go and see.
You're the ones who attacked this place. I owe my freedom to you. Jane had me locked up in her prison, but your automatons let me out, and I found me some nice loot down here.
Nice loot.
I'd consider his offer. You won't have another chance to buy weapons or gear before you face Jane.
Okay, okay. I like it when they're clear and straightforward like that. Dang, that's a lot of stamina. So much stamina. Whoa. Whoa. Looks like we got a rare staff for Anjali. Looks pretty good. Let's see what is for sale. Oh, they got some things. They got some things and such. Good gear for Anjali. Shit. Attack down, will up. No, thank you. Stamina up, will up. Armor up. Pretty good circlet. Not loving the gear for Reinhardt, but this looks freaking awesome for Anjali. Damn, stamina up 62. Holy moly. That's pretty good too. Swift Radiance of Resilience. I can't, is that a chest piece? Is that a helmet? I actually don't know. I don't know what a yantra is, so... Oof, who knows? Who knows? She's gonna have massive health.
So, one way or another, this is the end.
They're making this sound like the end?
Shall we go?
Stay here, Martin. Someone needs to take charge of the Spire.
I thought you might say that. Meister Wolf doesn't lack for nerve, but the man's a bit mad. Seems wrong, though. We started this journey together. I would have liked to have been there at the end.
You're a good friend, Martin. Take care.
Remember, out of all the survivors of the Legion, the Radiant Youth chose you. He appeared to no one else. I think he chose well, and I'd follow you down any route. Goodbye, my friend.
Damn, Anjali looks awesome with that gear I got her. Holy shit. She's the coolest character, like easily.
Be praised. You're here. You won't believe what's happened. It started just before you...
Jane Cascinder is here, in this valley. She thinks she can speak to her mother's gods and call the Archons back to life.
Well, whatever she's done, you'd better look outside. Something terrible is happening. It's like the sky's been set afire. Come with me. I'll show you.
Legionnaire, it seems that you've arrived just in time for the end.
We're alive, aren't we? Don't be so quick to give up hope.
Hope? You think I should have hope? Look! The signs are all around us. Stars are dropping from the heavens and we are all going to die.
Okay, good points.
You see? It is folly to think of hope.
I need to get to the Mournwind. Now.
I have the key to the lower level. We'll need it if we're heading into the forest.
Don't follow us. You'll be safe in the causeway.
Causeway? But I thought only Legionnaires were allowed to...
You are a Legionnaire. And Lazar is under your protection, is he not?
Excellent point. To the causeway then.
Excellent point. The dude is floating across the ground. This dude's floating too. Oh, it's just him. Okay, he was in the shadows, he looked different. Oh my gosh. That's so funny looking. I don't actually... I guess these were very clear to go to the causeway. Oh my god.
I've always wanted to do this. To travel by causeway like the Legionnaires of old.
I'm happy for you. It would be a shame to get this close, only to die under a pile of rock.
Go on, head through the causeway. You should be safe in there.
Here, take this key. You'll need it to unlock the door downstairs. Until our paths cross again. Hopefully sooner than later, eh?
Did we really need to escort them to that location? They couldn't have done that? Oh. Maybe we had to open it for them? I don't know. The path is clear now? This game is so fun. This is such a fun game, but it's not, it just doesn't have the polish to make it a classic. It feels kind of just thrown together. And that's okay, not every game has to be perfect.
Even now, it pleases me to be at your side. I believe that we will pass this final test, and Jane Casimir will fall.
I guess we should fight these so we don't get overwhelmed. Wow, they murdered me. They fucking murdered me. Wow, wowie, wow, wow, wowie, wow. Wowie, wow, wow. Whoosh. So incredibly epic to see you. You're doing good. Every time I'm just getting pummeled. Well, shit. It's because it's Siege, you know, it's a terrorist sided map. Haha, got him. It's a Counter-Strike reference. Ah, yes. CS Siege. The coffee. Whoosh. Icons. Wavy. You're moving that weight. What in tarnation?
I feel like I've seen this creature before. Somehow it is kin to me.
It's kin to you? I just throw lightning at nothing. I like to waste mana like that. Those birds, they're the first to know. Have you seen the cover art for this game? It's a giant bird for some reason. It was those birds for some reason. Hop from a cliff and jazz arms in the club. I can see it now.
She found her way to the tree at the center of the
Yeah,
forest,
that bird.
and she's waiting for you there.
That's the Dungeon Siege bird.
I came to warn you. She is not alone.
So Jane did what she promised? She called the other Archons back to life?
Yes, the Devas too. And something else. Something far worse. It hasn't taken shape. Not yet.
So those four-armed demons have...
Devas.
No one has seen a Davis since the dawn of the world. They serve the
We
creative
just saw
gods,
one.
just as the Archons did. If Archons were couriers and envoys, then Devas were soldiers. The wrathful.
Tony. Yo, Tony. So epic to see you. Tony, thank you so much for the raid. What were you getting up to? Yeah. Do you know Dungeon Siege 3? Thanks for thinking of me. Thank you for that raid. Brain AFK, Path of Exile farming. This game has similarities to Path of Exile. This is like baby's first exile. The very first. The third though, because it's Dungeon Siege 3.
Jane called
I think we're about to do final boss.
Do you know what it is?
Nothing I have seen before.
I mean, I played it before, but it's been a
Anything
long
is possible
time.
here. This forest grew from a seed of the first creation.
You
It's
played
alive
it
with
way
the
back
power of
in the
old creator
day.
gods. Jane has tapped that power.
Yeah, classic.
She has used
Diablo
it wrongly.
clone classic. Sidewalk of
But it's still
Exile.
the same power that gave birth to the world. Limited only by her mortal mind. But it won't matter.
I like that.
If you strike now, you can still defeat her.
Stay safe on the sidewalk. Looking forward to it?
Is there anything else you can tell us? If what you say is true, we'll need every advantage.
97 cents. Let's
The
go.
danger won't come from Jane.
Exiles, but no Conan.
nothing to fear
Wow, McCoffee. The
presence that is
legend.
taking shape.
Legendary Conan
That is the real
Exiles. Player, enjoyer.
Destroy it, and the power in this forest will be broken. Jane's Archons and Devas will return to dust. That's all I know for certain.
We're
But
gonna
I'll be
return
with you
them
again.
to D_dust
Before the
while we play CS_siege. This game is a prequel to Counter-Strike, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're saving. This game's $2.99 on Steam. I know this because I checked how long it was on howlongtobeat.com.
Whatever Jane Cassinder has done, it is
And they
tearing the
told
Warfield
me
apart.
that it was on sale. This is a looter shooter. We zap them. We make decoys. We use barriers. We blink away and zap some more. We have to melee to get our mana back, which is pretty wild. I don't know any game like this that has that mechanic. Level up? Wow, we're fucking legends. We're fucking legends. Thank you again, Tony, for the raid. Feel free to do all your post-stream things. Probably already were. Look at them dancing. Woosh said he knows that dance. That's pretty impressive. To me, that's impressive. I have some dance games here, but I don't really want to play them. I have the Black Eyed Peas experience and a Kinect sensor. I also have Dance Central 3. They're just so hard for me. I played the first Dance Central. I forced myself to beat it. Dungeon Siege Dance Beat, that would be so fun. Combine a rhythm game with like an RPG with loot. Let's go. Why haven't they done that yet? They might have. That might be Crypt of the Necrodancer. I played that a little bit, but it's really hard. I don't know if I clicked with it yet. Shit. You are finished. Classic Anjali. Anjali. One day I'll learn how to say her name. Probably not. Probably not before I complete the game. The decoy is good. I should use the decoy more. We can also change stances and have a whole different moveset, which is pretty cool, but I have like no proficiencies invested in those skills, and I don't like those skills as much. Sometimes we switch stances on accident, and that's a fun surprise. And by accident, I mean my PS3 controllers are all fucked up and all do random inputs. This is the least fucked up of them, though, that I'm using right now. I'm a little cranky about it, because, you know, you don't expect all 4 of your PS3 controllers to, like, get fucked up. Can't say I would recommend anyone to buy a DualShock 3. I'm leaving my negative review on Yelp. Yelp. Whatever it's called. Pretty sure Yelp is a spell in EverQuest. That's my bad. They should rename Yelp to Yelp.
Victory! We're nearly there.
This game's pretty cool though, despite its flaws. Just a fun little run. Don't have to think too much, don't have to worry about like, oh, did I spend my talent wrong? Don't even worry about it, it's over before you know it. Wow, Jane looks cool.
She is here. Be ready.
She is here. Should we maybe see if we have upgrades that we're sitting on before we have a big fight? Maybe? I think we probably have the close to the best stuff that we're gonna find. That's good. I want that. I'll shoot your looter,
So you
Woosh,
followed
sure.
me here. You are stubborn, and I admire you for that. But you should never have come. I have restored the Archons to life, just as I promised.
The fuck did you say to me?
For what? To win a crown?
Look at that Sonic.
Yes, to take back this kingdom.
That's...
As
Wait,
my
that's
right.
your emote.
The Archons are not all that has returned. The power of creation still lives.
You
in
have
this
too
grove,
much power.
and anything can be born anew. Even the creator gods themselves.
Woosh has too
One
much
of her
power.
mother's gods. She's called it back to life.
Holy shit. Final boss, I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong. When I booted up the game, I accidentally hit continue instead of new game, and I'm pretty sure it brought us to this point, implying that this was the final autosave and the final boss. Love to spoil stuff for yourself like that, isn't that awesome? And then you can't even, like, blame someone. You did it to yourself. Wow, okay, I died. I need a res over here, please.
Up and about again. Scholarship waits for no man's nap time.
As soon as I have any idea how to fight this thing, it's over for them. We broke the armor on the hand. Those fucking missiles. They're making me upsetty spaghetti. Me too. Holy smokes. They said right. I'm scared right now. Okay, is the beam forever? Is it a forever beam? This music is epic. What? Yo, everyone punch it. Anjali was just standing there. My decoy was just looking at me funny. Holy fuck, holy shit, holy smokes. This is so fricked up. Oh, I need to res my friend.
Thank you.
Smashy, smashy. Oh, well, I tried to set a clockwork trap and it got me killed. Oh no. No. Oh shit. Angela got me up. She got me up. It's not over yet. I don't really understand, like, these mechanics don't really make sense from, I don't know, a gameplay perspective. So they spawn a bunch of ads and then like suck them up and they do an attack, and you would think like the attack would do more damage if like we didn't kill as many ads. No, nothing like that. It seems to not even do any damage. So that means we can just do whatever we want on these phases. We can avoid monsters, fight monsters, whatever we want. I think maybe Final Fantasy XIV has spoiled us with mechanics that make sense. This would totally be a boss fight in FF14. But that's like a high budget game that people play and care about, and this is a low budget game that people don't play and don't care about. You suck up all the ads to do a big attack, and then it doesn't do anything. It's so bizarre. I think they just want you to win. I think they really just want you to win. Don't make me do a third stabbies, a third dungeon siege.
The voices of my mother's gods. I cannot hear them anymore. Not even a whisper.
What's that? I kicked your ass.
You will not see them or hear them ever again.
Damn, look at how cool Anjali
Or
looks.
whatever you truly
Holy
are
shit.
behind that innocent face.
No, Jane Cassinder. I speak the truth. What remained of your mother's gods has been destroyed, and the power of creation has fled this grove.
Look
It
how
will
they
never
move their
return.
hands while they talk.
You told me that this forest grew from a seed of the first creation. Is it dead then?
That cannot be. My mother searched for thousands of years, and this was the only remnant of her gods that she ever found.
The power in this forest might have been used to restore the old gods and all their servants to life. Not the twisted half-life that you gave them, Jane
Half-life.
Cinder. A true rebirth, as they were at the dawn of the world. But you called upon that power to destroy, not to create. You twisted the power of creation to your own ends, until all that was left was an empty shell, rotted from within. And now, it is gone.
You shall.
The forest was already corrupted, even before Jane tried to call the Archons back to life.
The first time Jane called on the power of the old gods, it was to murder Hugh Montbaron 30 years ago. She knew she was misusing that power, but she was too full of anger, and she didn't care. After that,
She's like, I'm standing right
the
here.
Mournworld grew rotten and sick. All its potential for good was lost.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to go through all this dialogue because this might be the final conversation of
Why
the
did
game.
this power respond to Jane and no one else?
Jane's mother was first sister. When she died, her fire passed to Jane. The first sister stood at the right hand of her gods. Only pale shadows of their minds persisted in this grove, but they remembered her. That is why Jane saw her gods in visions and dreams, just as her mother did before her. And that is why Jane could unlock the power that was buried here.
And the Archons I fought in the forest? The ones that Jane restored to life?
Dead, wilted like blossoms, and scattered to the wind. When you slew the reborn god, all Jane's creations were undone. In time, the forest will recover. But it will be ordinary. No longer the Mournworld, with the power of creation at its heart.
We have a decision to make. What to do with Jane.
Wait. I have a question, and I may never be able to ask it again. I was born in this grove 30 years ago, was I not?
Yes. I found you here, on the day the Legion died, and I carried you to the forest's edge.
So the Creator Gods, whatever remained of them, they called me back to life.
That may be. Yes.
All the Archons that were called back to life were corrupt. Their fires were dark and cold, not like Anjali at all.
Unless Anjali was born before the sickness truly took root. Just after the Legion died, and the Mournworld began to rot from within. Perhaps the Creator Gods knew that they were doomed, and they wanted Anjali to destroy them, to undo Jane's mistake.
If that is true, then at least I've honored them. Thank you. Your words give me comfort.
And Jane? What of her?
As long as she lives, Jane is a threat. A sword hanging over our necks. The Legion will never be safe. Not until she is dead.
I expect no mercy from the Legion. Do as you like.
Before I pass judgment on you, I want to know why you acted as you did. Honestly, and in your own words.
Why did I slaughter so many Legionnaires who had no part in killing my father, the king? I was young, full of anger. My father was dead by the Legion's hand. So I raised an army. I swore to avenge him myself, if I had to carve my way through every chapter house in Ebb. If the other Legionnaires had handed over Montbaron, I would never have hunted them down. But they were so stubborn, so loyal to their chief. That was wrong of me. I should not have punished the whole Legion for Montbaron's sin.
The Mournworld was sacred to your people, and especially to your mother. Why would you confront the Legion here?
Montbaron lured me to this place. Somehow, he knew what I was. And he knew that this forest was sacred to me. He believed that I would never dare to strike him down. Not in the presence of my mother's gods.
He was wrong. You used the power of the Mournweald against him.
Mont Baron was so arrogant. So sure that he'd outmaneuvered me. That smug look on his face. With no hint of remorse for what he'd done. That was what doomed him. Most of all. I will never understand why the forest allowed him to enter, when so many others were kept out.
Unless your gods meant to test you. Perhaps they wanted to know if your devotion to them was stronger than your rage.
I never thought of that. If that is true, then I failed them.
You're sorry for killing the Legionnaires, but not for killing Mont Baron.
No. I would kill him again. He murdered my father. And I don't care what his reasons were. You asked for honesty. There you have it.
You've told me why you destroyed the Legion, but why fight a war with the Queen?
I will answer your question with one of my own. Do you believe that Rosalind would make a stronger queen than me? My father was a king. My mother a chief among her people and chosen of her gods. I have made mistakes, yes, but I know how to lead. And Rosalind, she has the heart of a lamb. Would you trust the rebuilding of this kingdom to a sheltered little girl?
Rosalind is stronger than you think, and stubborn as well.
Stubborn? Yes, I suppose she must be, to stand against me for so long. But she is still young and untested. You may think that she is strong, but she has never ruled in her own right. Now you expect her to rebuild a kingdom, with only a few scattered legionnaires to help her. I warn you, that will be an even greater challenge than defeating me.
I have no more questions. I've made my decision.
And I am ready for your judgment, though I know what it will be.
Well, we've been trying to spare her the whole game. We've been saying that we'll spare her. Let's go for it.
No. You won't die today. I promised Rosalind that I'd spare your life.
Little Queen Mouse. I owe my life to that cringing girl. That is a fine irony. Am I to be your prisoner, then? Paraded through the streets in a gilded cage?
I don't know. Help us rebuild.
Atone for all the suffering you've caused. Help us to rebuild the kingdom.
You are not the Legion I remember. They were arrogant, and they would never have proposed such a thing. Very well. You have my promise. I will use what influence I have to help you heal this country. Let the war between us end.
By those words, Jane Cassinder, you are bound to the Legion now.
What?
It's over then.
For now, you deserve a rest. But it may be short-lived.
Okay. What?
We'll
We'll
need to build our
rebuild.
strength and train more Legionnaires.
You will find many willing to join the Legion now. Even a few who might surprise you. And you will need them soon. The country is still divided, and the Legion has many old enemies who yet live. But you've shown yourself to be fair, as well as strong. Whatever happens, the people of Ebb will stand behind you.
You and I started this together. Whatever comes next, I will follow where you lead.
We part ways then. I will be watching. And one day, I will see you again.
You bid farewell to the Radiant Youth, and he sent you back to our chapter house in Stonebridge. where I awaited your return. In the weeks that followed, news spread of Jane Cassinder's defeat. Her army scattered, giving us time to rest and regroup. Martin Guiscard returned safely from the Spire, along with Meister Wolf and the Automaton army. Only a few weeks later, elections were held in Stonebridge. Meister Wolf, who had been so public in his support of the Legion, almost won the office of mayor. But he was defeated in the end. Many people had wanted the dapper old gent to hang. They resented the fact that the Legion had spared his life, and they blamed poor Wolf. After the humiliating events in the Foundry, Meister Castle was forced to resign as Guildmaster of Ironmongers. The Cyclopses negotiated a new contract for higher wages, and with the help of Meister Fiddlewick, formed a new workers' union. For the first time in 100 years, they were permitted to leave the Foundry and spend their newfound wealth in the markets and taverns of Stonebridge. Cyclopses are becoming an increasingly common sight in Stonebridge. And many
wow, this is so cool.
take their place as equal
Our choices mattered?
Archambault du Payen, formerly known as the Dapper Old Gent, proved a valuable addition to the Legion.
These are all of our big choices. This is great.
Control of the Sentinels that had long guarded our chapter houses and estates. But the Gent couldn't leave our chapter house without drawing an angry mob. His confinement started to drive him mad. So he returned to his beloved causeways, beneath an endless sky, and he dwells there still. The following winter was a harsh one in the Rukenval, just as Lazar Basili feared. Without any trade from the south, the people of Ravensrose
oh my god,
and many died. Among them were the widow Ludmilla and Lazar's friend and scribe Grigori. When spring came, the dead were mourned, and Lazar's people did their best to carry on.
Did I make that choice?
To me, Lazar added one other piece of news. Gunderic Manor has a new mistress, a witch called Leona. The manor has become a gathering place for scores of Lascanzi witches, many of whom are apparently quite beautiful. Lazar reports that the young men of Ravensrill have also begun frequenting the manor, much to the irritation of their mothers and wives.
Oh my.
Since the local men will not hear any talk of banishing the witches, it appears that Leona and her people have found a new home, which was perhaps what she intended from the start.
I should have taken control of that manor.
Queen Rosalind abandoned Glitterdale,
because there's a Chivo for that that I missed.
Cities and towns of the West, meeting as many of her subjects as she could. The Queen showed all the energy of youth, and I think she fully expects to reunite the country in a matter of months, not years. Reality may not be so kind as Lord Devonsey has tried to make her understand. In truth, the future of this country depends more upon what we decide. If she doesn't have the Legion behind her, the Queen is only a single voice, well-meaning though she might be. As for Devonsey himself, I think the man was impressed by your decision to spare Jane Cassinder, as the Queen had asked. When he last visited Stonebridge, he spent a great deal of time in our chapter house. I believe he might actually be willing to rejoin our ranks, if we choose to accept him. Rajani and her sisters returned to Stonebridge, quietly and carefully disguised. Jane Cassinder's defeat affected them deeply, though not in the way I expected. Their devotion to Jane was replaced by a deep admiration for your companion, Anjali.
They love Anjali.
I think they saw in Anjali the leader they should have followed all along, and they have lately expressed a desire to join our ranks.
Let's go.
I maintain my suspicion of any Archon who once followed Jane, but I believe that redemption is not impossible, even for them. Jane Cassinder was as good as her word, though I had my doubts at first. She returned to the cities and towns of the East and urged the people to end their war with the Legion and the Crown. Jane's repentance was heartfelt, and many were swayed by her words. But others have not been so compliant. The Church Synod, in Bisselberg, who once called Jane a saint, have declared her apostate and threatened her life. Though Jane refuses bodyguards of any kind, Queen Rosalind fears for her life. And if anything befalls her, our gains in the East may yet be lost. As for the Legion, the rest of our story is yet to be told. We have a nation to reforge, a fellowship to rebuild, and old enemies who would see us destroyed. And we have questions to decide. Who will assume true power in Ebb if the nation is restored? And who will take the mantle of Grand Master? But these matters I leave for another chronicle and another time. Whatever happens, know that you will not face the future alone. The Legion will stand by you, always.
Holy shit. Let's go. Oh no, I'm worried about how slow these credits are scrolling. It's probably a pretty big team. Let's just listen to that sad credits music. GG, everyone! Oh, they're gonna show us locations from the game. Let's go. This is a good game that could have been a great game if they polished it a little bit more, but it's still good. Easy whoosh. We got that easy pass. Petting my kitty cat. She's in a mood today. She wants to play and explore. They're doing construction downstairs, so I think she's a little cooped up. She's not allowed to be in the construction zone. The Caterpillar construction zone. GG everyone, we did it. We're legends.